destructible rocks, but instead just up to this little awkward split in between, I guess. Now, Blue Flame has finished, and that Zergling's death probably did reveal. If not, then this one certainly will. Blue Flame is on the field, and Mutalisks spawning just in time to help counteract these Hellions. This is going to be a very powerful push. Combat Shields is getting close to finish, and it's going to be a time between Combat Shields and Terran Infantry +1. Banelings are morphing in. Where are those Banelings? Oh, they're all being kept back here. And SeleCT being very smart, not going to fight up into the secured natural, but instead going to lock down this third, which has finished, can't be cancelled anymore. Oh, the Mutalisks are going to be able to snipe out some, not quite all of. Now, Stim has not finished for these Marines, but it doesn't always matter when there are just so many. These Banelings could have a huge hit. Oh, kill a ton of Marines, kill a ton of Hellions. Hellions classified as light also take the bonus damage from the Banelings, and the Mutalisks clean up the rest. 2 Thors are in production to help counteract against these Mutalisks. The tech's moving forward very quickly for both players. And Terran building armor upgrade for SeleCT. I don't know if that was a misclick, but he is upgrading his building armor right now. Okay. Could be a hotkey misclick, but nonetheless, his buildings will be fortified against any sort of a Baneling attack or Mutalisk harass. And this is great. Seeing that there is research going on, likely going to be Stimpack, snipes out that Tech Lab. Going to be going for all of the other add-ons as well. Oh, but the Thors did just come out, and the Mutalisks are pretty clumped up. They only got 1 volley off. Didn't quite kill them all. The resource loss tab, we can see that it's pretty even. SeleCT actually has lost more in terms of resources itself. Not at all uncommon to see when you're playing against the Zerg. They just throw their units away. But it's the power of the swarm right there. These Zerglings nestled away in a corner, just kind of have a little, you know, it's like one of those clubs where it's a Baneling club, you know, and it's like that hole in the wall spot that you've got to really look for and sneak into, and you've got to know the bouncer. You don't know the Overlord bouncer here. He's like, dude, what are you doing? Get away. No, this isn't for you. These are for roaches. This is a Baneling club. And, you know, Zerglings, they're there with their friends. It's cool. The creep spreading going to continue. Some scans earlier did knock out some tumors. We can see Baneling speed has finished, but he hasn't gotten this the necessary +1 upgrade. And SeleCT is going to be moving out yet again. His building armor just finished. His vehicle weapons level 1 is about to finish as well. Tank's going to be providing a very good line for a slow push as he settles into his 3rd, while Sheth builds up his 4th. Siege tank so very powerful, right in this choke and right around this area. Perfect positioning for Sheth. He just has to make sure that these Mutalisks don't come in, catch them all off guard, snipe out the Thor, and all these SCVs now wondering, oh, we're supposed to repair him. What do we do now? I guess we run away and go back to mining. Oh, and the missile turret is going to finish, just barely. Even though some workers did get sniped out, but a lot of Mutalisks are going to fall. Missile turret's already up in the main. Now, taking out these supply depots isn't going to do a ton of damage, but it is going to be annoying. Eventually, they'll have to be replaced. You see lots of Banelings and being morphed in with these Zerglings. I'd love to see, there's the melee one, Carapace one also being upgraded, and Pathogen Glands. So Sheth already looking ahead while he's prepping his anti-marine tank. He's also looking to get ready for his Tier 3 play, when he'll probably be going up into Infestor and Broodlords. More Mutalisks, more Zerglings, more Marines, and tanks on the way. Stim is about to finally finish. That'll be a welcome sight for the Marines that are trying to run around and catch these mutas. Terran Infantry 2 is beginning, not finishing. And this 4th base, not quite saturated, but a drone transfer is likely very soon. There they are, running all the way from the main, which is nearing mined out and probably could stand a higher bit of a transfer. You'd see a lot of these still shuffling through, and if you can catch your drones shuffling back and forth, it means you're a little oversaturated. You can just grab a cluster, send them on their way, help up a new base. Now we are seeing some more Mutalisk harass coming in. Zergling's just scouting here, seeing what's going on. And Scan's going down, going to catch one creep tumor. That is a lot of Marines. SeleCT is not messing around when it comes to these mutas. Spinecrawler's going down. I don't know if this was a bit of a mineral dump, which would be good because Sheth has been a touch need of help on his I wouldn't say need of help on his macro, but he has been a little high on his macro. SeleCT getting up there as well. Need to make sure they continue their production. And solid tank line coming in, reinforced by Marines, and a hero 1-kill Thor. These Spinecrawlers are going to help slow down the advancing army, and they could really set up for some good Banelings to come in. He's got 19 Banelings morphing. He needs to hold off just a little bit longer while these go. They're about halfway done. Mutas need to come in and snipe out these tanks from the back. The Mutalist flock, you can see on the minimap here, is up to the north. He scans, he sees all the Banelings morphing, but he knows he's secure with his tanks. He moves his Marines to the back just in time. Mutalist able to one-shot a tank. Wow, that's some power to him. And he pulls back all of his tanks. Fantastic play by SeleCT. Oh, and this Thor is going to be wreaking havoc on these mutas if they cluster up too much, trying to magic box and split them apart. Doing some damage, manages to take out the Thor, but so many Marines that now that they have stemmed, they're just going to be running in and having a field day among all these Mutalisks. Now the slow push is coming in from the tanks, and then the big, here's the Zerg swarm rolling, marching, swarming in as they do so well. Zerglings making sure to stop and attack the tanks. Infestor coming in, fungling very, very well, not quite killing off these Marines. 9 health left, and pulling back just in time. Just a few more clutch Infestors come here would be perfect. Oh, and the Marines are ripe for the Banelings. Come in and just slaughter and all the green goopy acid of death, destroying everything that they roll into. Even still, SeleCT is very, very... My mind's just blanking out. There's so much going on. Very, very aggressive. He's ready to go forward and push. The Mutalists are coming in. They're going to try... They need to snipe out. They can't go after these Marines. Snipe the tanks. Snipe the tanks. Even still, the tanks getting taken over, destroyed by the Zerglings. Continue to push back and back and back, forcing him well away from the Zerg's base. Splitting up the Marines, but over-stimming, maybe even double-stimming them. Sheth in full retreat. Not Sheth. SeleCT in full retreat. Sheth on the advance. If he could stem the Marines in these bunkers, the Banelings come in, destroy the building. The Mutalists are going to harass, and SeleCT says GG, finishes the game. Just overcommitted a little too much. As Sheth rolls in with the sheer overwhelming force of the Zerg, did an excellent job timing his attacks right at the end there. In fact, let's see if we can back this up a bit. Maybe 40 seconds. There's one crucial part. Come on, computer. Come on, more than that. Let's cut it back to like maybe that far. Yes, here it is. Back even just a little bit further. SeleCT felt confident and he pushed forward. Perfect timing. SeleCT felt confident, he pushed forward. He has these weak Marines that are stemmed and they just ran out of stem. And the Banelings just roll into him. Almost the entirety of the Marine force dies, only these few left. And he has the Zerglings, the Mutalist, Sheth being very smart, biding his time until these other Zerglings can come out, move ahead on creep, and just demolish. And from here, the continuing overwhelming force of the Zerg continuing to produce. There was the stem that weakened the Marines so very much, and they're trying to run. They're not even getting DPS off. They're just using the stem to retreat. And in the end, the Zerglings are still going to catch up to you, and you're going to be weak as you ever were before. Such a fantastic game by both players. Such fun to watch. Such a high level. But the game is ended. We'll move on to the next one, and I will see you there.